In this video, we are heading to Mexico. I'm going to be giving you my live reaction as I explore a new part of the world completely solo. I'm on my own for this. I'm very, very excited, but also very, very nervous for the safety here. But stay tuned because I am going to show you everything. So we've landed in Cancun Airport. This is where the journey begins here in Mexico. Just bought my bus ticket, there it is, and currently waiting to be taken, hopefully, to the location that I told them. A little bit rusty on my Spanish, but we're hopefully going to head there. So let's see how it goes. I think I've managed to get on the right bus. It was a little bit kind of sketchy. There were a lot of people asking you if you want to get in a taxi, which I'm used to, but they did warn me a lot about it, so I wanted to make sure I was speaking to official airport staff, because some of them do look like airport staff, but they aren't airport staff. Right at the back of the bus. Hopefully 0 stops, if I've been told correctly. So we should stop once, and I'll be 5 minutes from my hostel. So a 15-minute Uber ride in Cancun is insanely expensive. Like, it is seriously expensive to get an Uber here. I heard that it was $40 to $60, so let's just say $50 for argument's sake, to get an Uber 15 minutes down the road. And I have just paid 145 Mexican pesos, or £5, or like $3, to do it by the bus. There's a big monopoly for the taxis here. Just gotta look out for those sorts of things, because I'm not paying $40 to $60 to drive 15 minutes down the road. But safety first, of course. It took an insane amount of time to actually get my bag at the luggage collection. Like, I've never had to wait that long to get my bags back. They were just coming through the conveyor so slowly, and everyone's bag was coming through but mine. There were lots of people waiting after me, to be fair, so I was somewhere in the middle, but I honestly must have been stood there for maybe half an hour to 45 minutes just waiting to get my big bag, which is now under the bus. Don't know what was going on, but maybe that is how things are done over here. Just got into the hostel after a very long flight. I only just did the maths, and that was the longest flight I've ever taken. That was 11 hours, which isn't the longest flight you can take, but it was long. It was tough. No, it was decent. It was not bad for an 11-hour flight, but towards the end I was starting to get a little bit agitated, just being sat down in a small seat for the whole time. Can't really walk anywhere. But we're here now. We've made it. We are in the hostel. I survived. Don't want to start on a bad note, but the bed is very, very uncomfy. I'm sitting down on it right now, and I can feel the springs digging into my arse. Yes, not the comfiest bed, but it's okay. I paid quite a lot for this, actually. This was $28 for 2 nights, and I've slept in comfier beds for cheaper prices. Again, I know we're in a different part of the world, but still, right? I already knew this, but the plug sockets here are different, and I don't have a plug, so I'm going to head out right now and get one. What is good is we are in a safe part of Mexico, or sorry, safe area in Cancun. No area is 100% safe, right? But this is a very safe place. I can go out and walk, probably even record, and I'm going to go and buy a plug socket. Didn't hear the greatest story though, which I'll tell you while I walk in a moment. So I had to ask a couple of locals just to be sure that I can actually do this, and I'm not going to get completely shot up for bringing out a phone and a tripod with a microphone. But yes, you do have to be careful around Mexico. I was asking this guy working at the hostel, you know, whether I can actually walk alone around here and other places in Mexico, and obviously the typical answer is it does depend. You do have to be careful around here, especially at night. I've heard in a couple of hours from now, it's not recommended to walk on your own around here. It is a very touristy area where I am at the moment, but I do want to be careful. Again, it's only day one. And he even told me that people do drive around on motorbikes around here, and some even have guns. So yeah, don't want to be caught in the wrong place, getting robbed. It's been a bit of an interesting start to my first day in Mexico. Pretty stunning roundabout here. Couldn't really get a straightforward answer as to, you know, how safe Mexico is, but that is fair enough. It's very difficult to explain how safe somewhere is. You can always be in the wrong place at the wrong time. But this does feel different, knowing that these things can happen. I do feel worried. I won't lie. I'm on my own and people carry guns around here. Not right now. I've been told that this time is good, this time is safe, but in 2 hours time when the sun goes down, some people patrol on bikes and some people even have guns. So yeah, I do want to be careful here. Going to be doing a lot more transport around here though, not as much walking as I have done in other countries because I just don't want to be walking on my own, to be honest. Okay, so we picked up a plug socket. I really hope this is the right one. It was just on the side of the street by a stall. I looked in a supermarket and it just looked really complicated, to be honest. So we've picked this up for 80 pesos, which I think is quite expensive. I don't know, I don't even know if it works, but we're gonna give it a try because it was the only thing I could see nearby. Fingers crossed it charges my phone. I've realized my first problem here is that I can talk to people in Spanish, but I can't understand them. Or I can, but not every word. So this is gonna be a bit tricky. But I'm excited. I finally am in a country where I can speak quite a bit of the language. So I'll hopefully have some decent interactions with people. But I will be honest, the safety thing is just bugging me. It is bugging me. I can't relax and enjoy it fully because I just constantly have the thought of, like, you know, when is something going to go wrong? Could something go wrong? And I know that's not a good outlook to have when you've just got to a country, and I shouldn't judge it off of what people say. But I don't know, man. I also need to figure out dinner, and I'm really not sure what to do because if it's a little bit unsafe after 8 PM, I don't really want to be getting an Uber on my own to a restaurant to eat, to get mugged when I'm waiting for an Uber on the other side. Do you know what I mean? So I might just eat at the hostel tonight, try and pinpoint a location tomorrow, or find someone nearby to go and eat dinner with. Tomorrow will be a better day because we can do a bit more exploring, I hope. I'm just not sure where to go, what to do, like how safe is it to go and have dinner in the evening. I think I'm really over deep in it. Like, Cancun is not that bad, but also we're in a country where people just get shot. Like, obviously there's normally a motive behind it or a reason, and you got to go to bad areas, I think, for that to happen. But it's just a thought. Do you know what I mean? And I just don't feel fully comfortable as of right now. I would rather be going with someone, if I'm honest, to be honest, which is the first time I've actually felt held back by solo travelling. I do want to explore Cancun. I saw the beach when I landed, and we're going to go there tomorrow anyway, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. I know for a fact my hostel go to the beach as a group, so I have people to go with tomorrow. That's great. I'd love to just go, like, in the morning and just freely be able to go to the beach, but I'm just not sure if I can. I'm going to speak to some people, stop being a baby, and come up with a plan. Somewhat of a successful last few hours. Got myself set up pretty well here in Cancun, Mexico. Gonna head to the beach tomorrow and see what it's like, but for tonight gonna stay here and play some beer pong. Day 2, or Días dos. We are heading to a bus station right now to buy a ticket for an upcoming adventure after Cancun. And then later today we are heading to the beach. I'm so excited for the beach. It is so good, the water here. I've just seeing it from the plane and hearing from other people. I can't wait to go there. So we're going to give that a try today. I'm going to go with my hostel, so I have some people to kind of go with. I can leave my things around. But then I think I'm also going to go off on my own and explore some other beaches in the nearby area, because I only have today to do this. So I've been told the best way to blend in, or not to look so much like a tourist, is to have no brands on your clothes. So we've got a plain shirt on today, although I think the pale skin gives it away instantly, and the rucksack as well. So catch this bus right here is my mode of transport in a couple of days. I'm literally just going to turn up here, and apparently this bus leaves every hour. So if I come here once every hour, there'll be a bus here ready to take us to Chiquila, which is the next destination, which I think is in Cancun, or at least close to Cancun. We are going to Holbox, I think it is Holbox, which is right here. So if this doesn't work, there is a bus station just over there that we're going to head to. I wanted to get that sorted so I now don't have to worry about transport. Really great to see supermarkets around as well. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I've actually struggled to find supermarkets in some places, but here they are actually just everywhere. So gonna head inside, and it's a great place to get some food for a decent price, and you know what you're getting, you know how much it's gonna be. They can't really scam you in a supermarket. So let's head inside. I'm sure we've all seen a supermarket before. This is a perfect place for tourists. Tourists love supermarkets. I didn't even need anything. I just thought I'd come in and have a look because it's nearby. Nothing like a supermarket. It's cool as well. So if you're ever walking and you're hot, just walk into a supermarket. It's free and you can cool down. And I didn't even need anything, but it's just nice to have a look around. Oh, avocados. This is heaven right here. Oh, I could eat all of these. I'd be so happy. Good place to learn Spanish as well. Just a reminder, if you want a banana in Mexico, it's plátano. Hola, ¿puedo comprar un boleto para Chichén Itzá aquí? Sí, gracias. Very interesting. They have everyone queuing at one point, even though there's like 2 people here, but I guess they all have different functions here. A load of ATMs as well. If you need to withdraw money, it is a good day for you. Aquí, sí. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
300.
Solo entrada or no?
Solo ida.
Entrada. Chichén Itzá entrada. Tried my luck with a bit of Spanish there. There were a couple of words I had to Google before the interaction, but made it just about through. So that was to get a bus to Chichén Itzá, which I am obviously going to see while I'm here in Mexico, but that was just the travel there. I've been told you can buy the ticket here too. That didn't really work, but I know you can also buy the ticket at the entrance, I've heard, so I'm just going to rock up at the entrance, I think, in a few days and buy a ticket there. Fingers crossed that that does actually work. If it doesn't, I'm going to be pretty pissed off. Quick breakfast, decided to pick up maletes, I think they are. I got chorizo and bacon on mine. I think it's sort of like a bread with melted cheese on the top, so I'm very excited for this. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to our first beach. Name is on the screen. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely amazing. The waves are pretty choppy here. We were told that it's actually kind of dangerous in some places to swim, so you can't actually enjoy it as much as you want to. But look at the colour of the water. It is so blue. Right over there as well. So blue, so clear. And this is kind of, I think it's called the hotel zone. All along here are the hotels and resorts. So as I just walk to the water, I mean, you'll see how choppy it is. Really choppy. Really nice waters though, so you can go in, just not too far, and the lifeguards are quick to tell you where to go, which is good. It's not a place to leave your items unattended. Robbery is actually quite common on beaches in Mexico, especially this one. This is a very popular tourist destination. Cancun is very popular, and I think we're actually in the hotel zone. You can see why it's called the hotel zone. Everyone has about a 5-foot walk to the beach from their hotel room. Very nice. I'm not staying here, unfortunately. It is very expensive for what you get. There are many other places around the world that are cheaper, but nevertheless the water is just absolutely amazing. What's good is the hostels recognise how dangerous it can be at some of these places, so I've come with my hostel. I've been able to leave my bags and actually go in the water, but I wouldn't recommend leaving your bags if you're on your own, as you'll come back and find it's probably been taken. We got nice umbrellas, nice deck chairs, and a supermarket not far from here to pick up water and snacks. Pretty nice day, I have to say, and a much better day than I had yesterday, if you can really call it a day. We did get here quite late, but yeah, happy to spend all afternoon here. So we are back now. It is the evening, 7 p.m. You're probably thinking I'm crazy for being out at night, but it's actually not as bad as you think. It is still bad. I got sunburnt on my nose at the beach today as well. We are off to grab some dinner quickly before the night starts. It is 7 p.m. as I say. not quite 8 p.m, still okay. And the place I'm going to, literally just in front of me, is really, really busy. So yeah, really successful day at the beach. Had a really great time. So much fun. I forgot to record, but I played lots of volleyball, jumped in the water so much. And as you can see, the sunburn on my nose is proof that it didn't quite go to plan, but it was such a fun day. Oh my goodness. Right, let's get some food. So this place is absolutely crazy. It looks amazing. Let me show you around. I've had a look at this already. We've got things for kids here as well. Lots of stalls where you can buy clothes. Again, you'll notice this is a little bit touristy, but it's just such a good vibe. This is exactly why I wanted to come to Mexico. I love Mexican music. I just love the fun and the enjoyment that they have here. It is amazing. We've got bubbles being blown, we've got tea, we've got restaurants, we've got flowers, and we've got some sort of concert going on. Absolutely amazing. But first we're gonna start with some of the food. As you can see, being robbed here, it still is possible, but the chances of someone coming here right now to do it, it's going to be pretty hard. There are witnesses everywhere. So that is why I'm taking a more laid back approach at this place at this time. Look at this. Crepes as well. They've even got like a little show as to what you can get. Looks amazing. Voila. More dessert menus. I think this is definitely the dessert section, but we have main courses here too. Dancing going on as well. Look at these two. They know their stuff. Oh, we got more going on. Wow, look at this. Man performing as well. Wow. I love this place, man. I love this place. Balloons. I feel like this guy in front is waiting for a partner to join him. I can't because I'm not gay and I can't dance. Got eating areas as well, places to sit and enjoy your food. This is the main place. This is where you can grab some really, really nice dinner. They are very big on their meat in Mexico. We got enchiladas, we've got tacos. Hola, buenas noches. Enchiladas, tacos, burritos, more Mexican food, some of which I have never actually seen before. But amazing stalls here. Very street food like, but it looks safe in a way. It looks interesting. I'm feeling like a burrito. That is my favorite Mexican food. I'm hungry. It's been a long day at the beach. I'm happy to just devour a burrito. Maybe even one of these. Let's zoom in. Burrito con res. Burrito with beef. 110 pesos, which is like £5 maybe. Again, a bit more expensive than Asia. It has taken me back by surprise, but not a terrible price. Wow, that guy had a lot. Definitely feeling like a burrito tonight. They've got the prices as well, which is good. No scamming going on over here. Oh, we got parkour for kids as well. Bro, we got kids driving trucks. This is amazing. I love this. It is risky doing what I'm doing here. People want your money though, and your things. They don't want your life, if that makes sense. That's something I've been taught while I'm here, but it is risky what I'm doing. My phone could get taken tonight or after this clip, and it's going to be a nightmare trying to sort things out. But it's the risk I've got to take, and if I can capture some clips, I'm just going to be able to look back at some of this and enjoy it so much. And there's so many people here as well. My hostel's literally 2 minutes that way, so it's pretty good for now. Bro has a better car than I have, and I've been driving for like 5 or 6 years. So we got Lightning McQueen as well. This place is kind of for everyone as well, which is just amazing. Bit of fun, bit of everything. Let's see what's going on here. Look at this setup, wow. We've got Spider-Man on the stage.
get lean, dirty get clean. Since I've come in pan the scene, straight, young get lean, dirty get glow. Babylon a like on the Rasta man a one, but a ganja man go use make we roll on. Give up moral feel if he kill more harm.
Dinner devoured, finished that so quickly. I actually forgot to record, which isn't great. I want to show you Mexico and I'm just forgetting to record all the time. But I had a really good burrito, amazing first start to Mexico. The safety is a bit of a worry, but you can have so much fun here if you play it right. If you're safe and you're careful, you can have a great time. And maybe don't record like I do. So it is the morning after my first proper night out here in Mexico. Let me tell you what happened, because a lot has happened. I also just want to add that this might be the most amount of shirts I've worn in one video. I don't know, we must be on like shirt number 4 now, and I've only been here for 2 days. So if you've ever tried to plan a night out, you'll know from experience, I'm sure, that you need to kind of know what's happening, or you need to have an idea of where you might be going. Because if you're in a new area and you don't know where you're going, the chances are half of the night is going to be spent trying to decide what's happening and where to go next. And it was one of those nights last night, unfortunately. We were eyeing up some clubs in the area. Now, I was keeping an eye on this club, but the hostel actually recommended to me. No disrespect to the hostel, because they've been brilliant looking after us at the beach and everything. But this club had 2 ratings which immediately told me not to go. I'm going to throw the ratings on the screen, pause the video and have a read. This is exactly why you have to be careful in Mexico. It is a great place, it is absolutely amazing and I love it here. And this is a very touristy area, but this just shows you that it does happen. This club had a good rating and I've heard good things about it, but those 2 ratings were enough to fully deter me from clubbing. I said no to clubbing. There were people with me, I was with a group, and I just didn't want to risk it. I will be honest. I can go clubbing in another country and have a very similar experience. I did want to go clubbing with Americans, to be honest. Never really been around that so many Americans. I thought it would be quite a fun night, but no, we didn't end up going. I don't even know what clips I recorded last night. I did get a bit drunk and we ended up going to a nearby club/bar, because again, it was literally 2 minutes from our hostel. So I thought, I'm not going to the hot spot where people get robbed. If it's a 2-minute walk from my hostel, it's perfect. So I thought, let's go check that out. And I stayed out till about 1 a.m. And you recognise this hopefully from yesterday. This is what it's looking like in the day. Nobody here really. It is still quite early. I've had so much fun here in Mexico so far. The best start to the trip, the best 2 days. I've settled in a little bit. I've learned that you've just got to be careful traveling here. It doesn't make me feel fully 100% relaxed, but it's a different part of the world and I just love the food, I love the music, I love the people, and I've had the best start. So yeah, good to be back, good to be recording content again. Want to continue doing the videos, just got to make sure I'm doing it in safe places. So stay tuned. Do you know what? I'm going to go up on stage. There's no one here. There is no one here. So I can't be told off. There's no gate. If I get told off, it's fine. I also forgot to add, although I think I've mentioned this already, Ubers are astronomical here. The prices are insane. I think it might be $20, $30 to drive 20 minutes to the main centre, the main place where all the hotels are. That's just to get there. Then you have to pay to get inside, and the club that a few other people were eyeing up as a second option was $45 for all you can drink. Now, as great as that sounds, you have to make it worth it. You have to get blackout drunk, which just makes you a target on this area. And I don't want to pay that much money just to get there. And then you've got to pay to get back as well. You can get the bus, but I'm not really sure how to feel about catching a bus at 2 a.m. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know if I've mentioned this already, but Cancun in Mexico feels like a mini America. Now, I've never been to America, so take that with a pinch of salt. But from what I've seen, from what I've heard, this place just brings so many American tourists. It's like a very well-known holiday destination, I believe, for a lot of tourists, especially American people. It is slightly cheaper here, I think. It's nearby, and you can see around, and there's just literally a bit of everything. There's a Walmart here, there's a Starbucks here, there's a Hooters. There, they have everything here. One more update. This was absolutely amazing. So last night I met a local. I met another traveller from elsewhere in Mexico, more sort of to the west side, which I think is where kind of the cartels were and stuff. So initially I was a little bit, do I trust this person? Do they want to rob me later? But they were really, really nice. Now, I met them, and it turns out they don't speak much English at all. And I was like, damn, this is going to be hard because my Spanish is rusty. I kid you not, I went pretty much the whole night talking to this person. We stuck together for 3 or 4 hours, and I was talking to her in Spanish the whole night. Now, my Spanish vocabulary is very limited. I know a lot of words, and it was enough to speak to someone. I had to use Google Translate a few times. That's going crazy. I didn't know a lot of words, but it worked. Again, my Spanish is broken, but it was just amazing. And that goes down for me as such an achievement, to be able to speak to someone in Spanish, like most of the night. And I don't know how I was doing this. Like, I was drunk towards the end of the night, and I was speaking Spanish with someone. To be able to speak Spanish with a local, like, for that long, I just didn't realise how better I am at Spanish. And you learn so much by talking to another person, just hearing them speak. Like, at some points, I sort of stepped out of the conversation and thought, I'm really speaking Spanish to someone right now, and I just missed all of what they said, and I was like, "¿Qué?" Which means what? I said "¿Qué?" a lot last night because I needed them to repeat some of the things. And then when we went into the club, I sort of said to them, this is where we stop talking because I have no clue what you're saying. I can't even hear people in English in the club. The clubs were loud, the local one that we went to, which was literally 2 minutes this way. Some amazing backdrops behind me. Really, really hope that you enjoyed this video. Smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Great to be back, really great to be recording. Had a fantastic time here in Mexico so far. Do need to be a little bit safe, bit of a rusty start. I was just being a bit of a baby, but that's what it's like when you enter a new country on your own, that you have no clue kind of how it all works. The link to my Instagram will be in the description as always for further news, updates and content. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. That's all. I will see you in another video very, very soon. Adios.